Hi friends, Heather here. Welcome back to my channel. Those that are visiting, welcome for the first time. Today we are going to talk about how to build your visions and your dreams and what does that even look like. So you will see here behind me is my vision board for 2017. And so I'm going to teach you in today's little lesson how I interact with this vision board throughout the entire year. In the later sessions, I'm going to talk to you about my planners, my daily planners. We're going to talk a little bit about my dream journal that I use. I'm not in that every single day, but I do have this also into my other journal. And then I'm going to talk to you about the 10 goals that need to bounce off this vision board onto a piece of paper. And we're going to talk about how we work those goals all throughout the year. So that's in future videos. For today, let's just talk about how to build your dream and vision. And I want to convince you today that you were designed to carry a vision and run with it. So let's just start off here and talk about the word vision, because many people get really confused here, or it creates a lot of anxiety. Like, I'm not sure this is for me. I don't think I have a vision. I don't have a dream. I'm not a dreamer. And I think we just need to get to a place where we can quiet ourselves down and really think about what this means. And I'm here to tell you and promise you that God's created so many desires for you and placed them in your heart. He wants you to be a dreamer. He's created you to dream. He's created you with gifts and talents. He's created everything for you. And sometimes we just need to learn how to separate all these pieces and then put them back together. And so I'm going to talk to you about a vision board. And again, I'm going to talk to you about some goals today just to get you started so you're ready in the future lessons. So let me talk to you about the word vision. Let's go back to that. What is a vision? Now, I think of a vision as a seed, a little seed. Just as if you were going to plant your garden in the spring, you are going to sow a seed down into the soil. And as you water it and work it, you will know over the months that you'll begin to see a blossom. You'll begin to see a little spurt come out of the ground, and it'll grow and grow and grow and then blossom. And that just reminds me of our visions. Our visions begin with a seed. The seed is a thought. What is the thought? Here's a couple ideas on what the thought is. Now for me, I look at it as a vision is first the ability to dream bigger than what is happening in your present situation. So let me take this a step further. Look at your situation and think about what could be and should be. Whether it's in your relationship, your marriage, maybe it's in your health goals, spiritual goals, your faith goals. Maybe it's something personal and emotional. There's some sort of setback that you're struggling with. And we often start the new year thinking, well, this is how I'm going to run with it. This is going to be my vision and dream, and everything's going to be great. Well, sometimes we got to start right where we're at. And we need to write down what could be and should be. And we need to, with grace, accept where we are at in the present moment, but believe bigger. Believe in a bigger vision, a clear vision of what could be and should be in our emotional health, our physical health, in our relationships. Maybe there is a dream about writing a book or a business. You need to see that clear and you need to put it on paper. Again, below here in the link, you're going to see my lesson from the previous. And that lesson in there will give you a PDF to teach you how to bring these things to mind and start dumping in certain areas. So that was really the first before this. So grab that PDF file if you have not seen my first video. So back to today's, how to dream and build. Build on that dream, build on that vision. So it's really important to say, I do see a preferred future for me. I do see what could be and should be. Allow your mind to look at what a great marriage looks like. Allow your mind to look what it looks like to be debt-free. What does it look like to be able to have a book that's finished? What does it look like to be able to have a business that you created and started and opened and it is running? There may be some setbacks, but you are pushing through with the vision that was set in your heart. Okay, after praying and asking for some wisdom and creating some of your goals and visions, go ahead and number 2 is establish 10 goals. Establish 10 goals that line up with your visions and your dreams. Again, you may only have one dream, one vision specifically of what could be and should be. You may only have a couple compartments that you're working on, but I'm encouraging you to come up with 10 goals that match that what could be, should be vision. And so go ahead and run with that. It says God wants to do immeasurably more than you can think or imagine. So let's really think up some smart goals and put down. And in a later vlog, I'll tell you how to really work on those goals and zoom in. But for now, just create 10. And I'm going to encourage you every day to write those 10 goals out. Every single morning, write those 10 goals out. And then you have your visions in front of you and write those 10 goals out. You have your vision in front of you, write those 10 goals out. And we'll talk about that more. But if you can get in that routine a little bit, watch the momentum. Watch what begins to happen in your life. Number 3, this is a big one, is forget the past. Now, I know that that's something I just don't want to easily say. What I want to help you understand is that for many of us, we're stuck and we don't even get to the place of dreaming or creating new visions in our lives because we're really stuck with this thing. And we all have had our things, or we all have our thing. And we need to learn how to get it out. We need to learn how to get that thing out or work with that thing in our life, because that one thing can hold us back from dreaming big and creating bigger visions for our lives. So this may be the only area that you're creating dreams and visions in this year. It might be that thing. You might specifically write down on paper that thing of what could be and should be in your life. And it may be a direct route because of the thing you don't see yourself over here as you should and could be. And so we need to work with that. And the only way that we're going to see God do something amazing here is that you've got to allow God to grace you. You have to allow God to grace you. And when he graces you, he's going to grace you with discipline. And it's good. It's loving discipline, because with that discipline, he is going to give you clarity and direction with that thing that only he can give. So maybe you're in the season and you're saying, my dream is that I'm going to fully surrender this thing. And I'm going to write goals on how to build my faith and build my spiritual life so I can deal with this thing. And then later on, your dreams will be bigger. Your gifts are going to come out. Your talents are going to come out when you deal with this thing. And I'm only sharing this because that was me. If you go back in my journal, probably about 7 or 8 years ago, and I'll share this later, I was really specific on a thing that hurt me. And I was bruised. I never felt I could have a vision or God would ever use me or I could dream bigger. I was mentally broken down and emotionally broken down. And so I'm here to tell you that was holding me back from dreaming and creating bigger visions. So maybe you're in the place where you have to forget the past. It's okay. You may still be standing in it, but visually, you have to write a vision that you're going to forget the past and you're going to create what could be and should be in your life. But you may be still standing in that thing, but you're going to stand in it graced with God. And you're going to surrender that thing. And you're going to allow God to create some goals in your life, but you're going to, with discipline, you're going to go in direction and get some clarity for those areas. A lot of times we're running after things in life, and again, we're not happy because we've never surrendered parts of our lives, and we wonder. And so really we got to get to that place where, are we really surrendering and giving this to God? Are we opening up our heart to allow God to show us the desires and dreams that he has for us? And when we allow ourselves to get to that place, you're then allowing God to give direction in loving discipline in your life. But things will never get better. Your budget will never get better. Finances, relationships, all of that stuff, unless we allow God to get in that thing. Okay, so again, please, God wants to grace you and he wants to help you this year. So maybe your visions are going to be just writing some stuff out. Maybe you're not that visual. Maybe you're not feeling that momentum right now. But I'm encouraging you to write some of your feelings out then. Write those things out and ask for God's grace and start in that area. Okay, number 4. This one's my favorite. Number 4 is faith. Visualize the results with faith. Number 4, visualize your results with faith. What does that mean? Okay, it goes back to my 2 little flyers here. I'm going to visualize my results. I visually see what could be and should be. I visually see the bigger picture. But I need faith sometimes. I need my faith vitamins. So my faith vitamins are my verses. And so I have them ready. I have them pulled. I will come and I'll actually tear one off and I will speak that word over that specific vision and really believe God and expect that God is going to create divine appointments. God is going to create the atmosphere of favor this year. And so you have to have it and be ready to expect it. And so it's here. I'm expecting in two main places, two main visions. So maybe you have one main vision or one main dream and then a bunch of little ones. So think about that and ask God about that, but be very visual. Again, I was very visual here. I love this. I have my white Jeep Unlimited Sport. I want the black rim tires with the studs all the way around it. I'm looking at it while I'm talking right here. And I know that in order to get this fully loaded, there are some budget changes and some finances changes that have to come about because we have 3 teenagers and one that will be driving soon. So I put 3 teenagers with insurance and car payments in the picture. And so some things have to change. Some budgets have to change. I'm working a part-time job now and able to reach some of these other dreams that I have and also to pour back in the dream of my business. And so, yeah, there are times that you're working a part-time job to believe in your full-time dream. And that's sometimes hard too, but with goals, you have the momentum to keep going. You have the momentum to keep going and create that energy to go after that. And again, I love working my part-time job because I know I'm going to come home and constantly be working on the dreams that God put in my heart. And every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets more fine-tuned. It's kind of like the seed that was planted in the ground. The flower just gets more detailed as it grows, and that's exactly what your visions and your dreams look like. That's what I've experienced in my personal life. Okay, number 5 is commit your dreams to His care. Why is that important? Well, I'm here to tell you that you're going to go through seasons in your life. You're going to go through things this week. You're going to go through things next month. You're going to go through things in the year to come. And if our dreams are committed to His care, we're going to understand that nothing ever comes to a dead end. Your dreams never died. It just might be a season God is developing you more to fit into your calling, to that dream or to that vision. So if you feel like you've had a setback, know already that you've committed these dreams and these visions to His care. He's in charge. He's the farmer. He's in charge of the soil. He's watching everything. He knows what you planted. He knows what you planted by faith. He knows that seed because you wrote it out in detail and He put that seed in you. And so allow Him, just commit to His care and let His love just kind of take care of you as you're waiting and watching and moving in new directions and taking new aim and creating new goals. Be in tune. And that's why I'm encouraging you to listen to a faith-based message on a daily basis. Because when you listen to a faith-based message, you often hear things that match your dreams and your visions and your goals. And that's why it's important to be able to write that down because your faith-based message may give you a specific goal for that week or that month, or it might speak into your dream or your vision that you feel stuck at. So again, that is a routine. Again, I have that here to stay on my routine of listening to a faith-based message on a daily basis. Be in the Word, be reading something that's going to keep me growing and keep me smarter, keep the momentum for that dream going because the enemy has any way of getting in there and throwing any darts at us. He will. He wants to allure us out of God's will and God wants to allure us back. And so there's the war. So we have to be ready for that. So I hope that you liked today's lesson. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. You can go ahead and subscribe on the link. You'll see the link right up above. Go to that channel and then hit the bell on your app. Whether you have YouTube on your phone or on your computer, there is a bell next to my name. If you hit that, it will notify you of every time I upload the next vlog. And again, my goal this year is to be uploading 2 vlogs a week to the specific season and the series that we are working on together. So I'm excited to just inspire you, to keep your passion going. I pray we can interact together. Please leave comments below. Share this if it was a blessing to you. And I'm really wanting to create a great community this year. So that's one of my goals too. So thanks for joining. I hope you loved today's lesson and happy dreaming. this year is to be uploading 2 vlogs a week to the specific season and the series that we are working on together. So I'm excited to just inspire you, to keep your passion going.